The signal. Deep in the vast silence of space, the research station Horizon 7 drifted quietly above Earth. Inside, Dr. Sarah Chen stared at her computer screen, not believing what she was seeing. After 15 years of searching the stars for signs of alien life, her team had found something impossible. "Director Edwards," she called out, her hands shaking. "You need to see this." The station's director rushed over, his coffee cup still in hand. The signal on her screen pulsed steadily, 3 distinct patterns, repeating over and over again. They were unlike anything humanity had ever detected before. "Where is this coming from?" Edwards asked, leaning closer to the screen. "That's the strange part," Sarah explained. "It's coming from 3 different locations in our own solar system. One from beneath Mars' surface, another from Europa, and the third," she paused, "from inside Earth's moon." The discovery shocked the scientific community. Humanity had been looking for aliens in distant stars, but signs of advanced civilization had been hiding in their own backyard all along. Within days, space agencies worldwide began preparing missions to investigate these signals. The first team headed to the moon, led by Commander James Rodriguez. As their ship approached the lunar surface, their instruments detected a massive underground structure, something that had somehow remained hidden from Earth's telescopes and satellites for centuries. Using advanced drilling equipment, they carved their way through the moon's surface. What they found changed human history forever. A vast chamber, perfectly preserved, filled with technology beyond human understanding. And on its walls, a message written in multiple alien languages. Thankfully, one of these languages used mathematical symbols that Earth's scientists could partially understand. The message was clear. This was only the first key. 2 more waited in the solar system. Together, they would reveal the truth about the Great Three, ancient beings who had shaped the galaxy long before humans looked up at the stars. But they weren't alone in this discovery. As Earth's governments scrambled to organize more missions, unknown ships appeared in orbit around Mars and Europa. Other civilizations had detected the awakening of these ancient sites. Now humanity faced a choice: racing against these alien visitors to unlock the remaining keys, or trying to work together to uncover the truth about the Great Three. Commander Rodriguez sent one final message back to Earth before leading his team deeper into the lunar structure. "Whatever we find down here, remember, humanity is ready. We've prepared for this moment through centuries of scientific advancement and imagination. The Great Three left these keys for a reason, and we're going to find out why." The signal from the moon grew stronger, pulsing with an energy that could be detected even on Earth now. The first key had been found, but 2 more remained. And with them, the greatest mystery humanity had ever faced waited to be unlocked. This was just the beginning. The question wasn't just what the Great Three had left behind, but why they had chosen this moment for humanity to find it. The first Guardian. The deeper Commander Rodriguez and his team ventured into the lunar structure, the more unusual things became. The metallic walls started to glow with a soft blue light that followed their movements. Dr. Emily Patel, the team's xenorchaeologist, noticed something strange about the light's pattern. "It's not just following us," she said, studying her readings. "It's scanning us. The whole structure is alive." Suddenly, the corridor ahead of them transformed. What looked like liquid metal flowed from the walls, forming into a humanoid shape. The being stood 3 meters tall, its surface rippling like mercury in the dim light. "Welcome, children of Earth," it spoke, its voice somehow both ancient and crystal clear. "I am the Guardian of Memory, left here by the first of the Great Three." The team stood frozen, their training never having prepared them for this moment. The Guardian's form shifted, creating a display of images around them. Stars, planets, and civilizations they had never seen before. "Your species has reached the first milestone," it continued. "You have learned to work with metals, manipulate energy, and reach beyond your cradle. But the true test begins now." Back on Earth, chaos erupted. The alien ships near Mars and Europa had launched smaller vessels toward Earth's moon. Some carried representatives from species humanity had never encountered. The Zoraxians, beings of pure energy contained in crystalline forms, and the Macari, a race of cybernetic organisms who had merged with their technology centuries ago. Director Edwards received urgent messages from both alien species. The Zoraxians warned that opening the remaining keys too quickly could doom the galaxy. The Macari insisted that humanity had been chosen for a reason and must proceed. In the lunar chamber, the Guardian revealed a terrifying truth. The Great Three weren't just ancient aliens. They were the original architects of life in the galaxy. They had seeded thousands of worlds with different forms of life, creating a vast experiment. Each key contained part of their knowledge, their power, and their purpose. But why choose Earth now? Commander Rodriguez asked. The Guardian's form shifted again, showing images of human history, not just their achievements, but their failures, wars, and recoveries. Your species is unique, it explained. You learn from your mistakes. You adapt. You imagine. Most importantly, you dream. The second and third of the Great Three left their keys for those who could dream big enough to find them. But there was a catch. The Guardian revealed that humanity had only 30 Earth days to find and activate the remaining keys. After that, the experiment would be considered failed, and all the knowledge would be lost forever. As the team absorbed this news, their instruments detected massive energy signatures from Mars and Europa. The other keys were awakening, responding to the first. The race to understand the galaxy's greatest mystery had begun. The Guardian left them with one final warning. Choose wisely who you trust. Not all who seek the keys wish to use them for the good of all life. Some would use the Great Three's power to remake the galaxy in their own image. As Commander Rodriguez's team prepared to return to Earth with their initial findings, they noticed changes in their equipment, subtle improvements, as if the Guardian had modified their technology just by being near it. They had to decide, share this advanced technology with the rest of humanity, or keep it secret until they understood its true purpose. The clock was ticking. 2 more keys waited to be found, and now Earth wasn't just racing against time. They were caught in the middle of an ancient galactic power struggle. The Mars Key. The red dust storms of Mars swirled around the International Expedition Team as they approached the signal source. Their enhanced equipment, secretly improved by the Lunar Guardian's presence, cut through the storm like it wasn't even there. Dr. Sarah Chen led this mission, chosen because she had first discovered the 3 signals. Energy readings are off the charts, she reported, checking their new sensors. Whatever's down there, it's at least 10 times more powerful than the moon site. The team's drilling vehicle, nicknamed Red Mole, pushed through Mars' rocky surface. But unlike the moon mission, they encountered something unexpected. The ground began moving on its own, creating a perfect spiral path downward. The planet is helping us, whispered Dr. Chen in amazement. But they weren't alone. The Zoraxian ship had landed nearby, their crystalline vessels glowing with strange lights. Through the communications channel, the Zoraxian leader, First Light at Dawn, sent an urgent message. Humans of Earth, stop. The second key carries dangers you cannot understand. Your species is too young to face its trials. Before the team could respond, their drilling path suddenly opened into a massive cavern. Unlike the moon's metallic chamber, this one was organic. Walls that seemed to breathe, floors that pulsed with veins of glowing energy. At its center stood a massive tree-like structure, its branches made of pure energy reaching toward the ceiling. The second Guardian appeared, but unlike the humanoid form on the moon, this one existed as a swarm of tiny lights that came together to form images and patterns. It spoke not in words, but in emotions and memories that everyone could feel. The Guardian showed them visions. The second of the Great Three had been a beam of pure life force, able to transform entire worlds into living gardens. Mars had once been green, full of life, until something went terribly wrong. As the team watched in awe, The Zoraxians broke into the chamber. But instead of attacking, First Light at dawn and his people bowed before the energy tree. "We are the descendants," the Zoraxian leader revealed. "Our ancestors were created here, in this chamber, by the second of the Great Three. We evolved from pure energy into conscious beings." The second Guardian Swarm created a new vision, showing how the Great Three had disagreed about their creation. The first believed in order and technology. The second believed in evolution and organic growth. The third's beliefs remained a mystery, waiting on Europa. But the true shock came when the Guardian revealed why humanity needed to find all three keys. A massive threat was approaching the galaxy, something that had caused the Great Three to hide their power in the first place. Only by understanding all three aspects, technology, life force, and the third's mystery, could any species hope to face what was coming. Dr. Chen made a bold decision. Instead of claiming the second key for Earth alone, she proposed an alliance with the Zoraxians. Their knowledge of energy beings combined with human innovation might be crucial for what lay ahead. The second Guardian approved, transforming the energy tree into a beautiful double helix of human DNA merged with Zoraxian energy patterns. Both species received new insights. Humans learned to tap into life energies, while the Zoraxians gained better understanding of physical form. But the Makari were watching. Their ships began moving toward Europa, determined to reach the third key first. And deep in space, something massive had begun moving toward our solar system, drawn by the activation of the first two keys. Time wasn't just running out. It was bringing something with it. The hidden truth. The journey to Europa brought together an unlikely crew. Commander Rodriguez, Dr. Chen, 3 Zoraxian energy beings, and a reluctant Makari observer named Circuit Weaver. Their ship, modified with both human and alien technology, pushed through Jupiter's intense radiation field toward the icy moon. But Europa had other plans for them. As they approached, the moon's entire icy surface began to crack, not chaotically, but in perfect geometric patterns. Beneath the ice, bioluminescent lights pulsed in sequences that matched both the lunar and Martian signals. Impossible, Circuit Weaver's mechanical eyes whirred as they analyzed the pattern. The ice. It's not just ice. It's a single massive computer, processing data for millions of years. Before they could land, a holographic message appeared above Europa's surface, visible even from Jupiter's orbit. It showed 3 symbols: the first Guardian's liquid metal form, the second Guardian's energy swarm, and a third symbol that seemed to shift between both states. Dr. Chen's enhanced intuition, a gift from the second Guardian, sensed something wrong. This isn't just about finding the third key anymore. Look at the radiation readings. Jupiter's radiation had been feeding Europa's ice computer all along. The moon wasn't just a vault for the third key. It was a massive calculation engine, and it had just finished its million-year computation. The hologram changed, showing a truth that stunned everyone. The Great Three weren't separate beings at all. They were the same entity, split into 3 aspects, running a vast experiment: technology, life force, and something else. 3 approaches to solving a problem that threatened not just our galaxy, but reality itself. Circuit Weaver's mechanical body suddenly straightened. My people, we were wrong. The Makari weren't meant to merge with machines to become perfect. We were meant to understand the balance between organic and artificial. The Zoraxian energy beings pulsed with new understanding too. Their pure energy form wasn't an evolution. It was just one piece of a larger puzzle. As Europa's surface continued shifting, something emerged from beneath the ice. Not a structure or a guardian, but a window. Through it, they could see other dimensions, other universes, all being slowly consumed by an entropy wave that the Great Three had discovered eons ago. Commander Rodriguez watched in awe as the window showed Earth, but not their Earth. Hundreds of parallel Earths, each one trying different approaches to survival. Their universe wasn't the only experiment. It was one of countless attempts to find a species that could understand all three aspects of existence. That's why we needed all three keys, Dr. Chen realized. Not just to find the answer, but to prove we could understand the question. But the window revealed one more terrible truth. The entropy wave had already entered their galaxy. The strange force they had detected moving toward the solar system wasn't coming to stop them. It was coming to erase them, just as it had erased countless other universes. The team had found their answer, but now faced an even greater question. How could they use the knowledge of all three keys to save not just humanity, not just their alien allies, but reality itself? As Europa's ice computer continued its calculations, new symbols appeared in the hologram. A complex merge of technology, life force, and quantum mathematics that seemed to suggest a solution. But to understand it, they would need something they had been practicing all along. Cooperation between all three species, each representing a different aspect of existence. Just as the Great Three had split to understand the problem, these three species needed to unite to solve it. Time was no longer just running out. It was unraveling. Unity's edge. The entropy wave's approach turned Jupiter's sky purple. On Europa's surface, Commander Rodriguez, Dr. Chen, the Zoraxians, and Circuit Weaver worked frantically to decode the merged symbols. Each passing minute, another star in the distant galaxy winked out of existence. "The ice computer is showing us something," Circuit Weaver announced, his mechanical fingers tracing patterns in the frozen surface. Each key wasn't just knowledge. It was part of a greater machine. The team made a stunning discovery. The moon's metal structure, Mars' energy tree, and Europa's ice computer weren't separate sites. They were components of an ancient device, split apart to prevent its power from being misused. Dr. Chen's enhanced senses tingled. "Look at our ships. The human vessels, Zoraxian crystal ships, and Makari mechanical crafts had begun to change. The technology from all three species was merging automatically, creating something new, perfect unions of metal, energy, and living crystal. First light at dawn, the Zoraxian leader suddenly understood. The Great Three didn't split their knowledge to hide it. They split it because no single form could contain all of reality's aspects. The entropy wave grew closer, its purple tendrils now visible even from Europa. But as their ships transformed, the team realized the truth about the wave. It wasn't just destroying reality, it was simplifying it, reducing all existence to its most basic form. Commander Rodriguez made a bold decision. We need to merge more than our ships. We need to merge ourselves. Using the transformed ships as a template, the team began a dangerous experiment. Circuit Weaver offered Makari technology to house human consciousness. The Zoraxians provided their energy manipulation to power it, and humans contributed their most powerful gift, imagination. Dr. Chen stepped into the merged chamber first. Her consciousness expanded into the crystalline networks, while her body became a conduit for Zoraxian energy. Circuit Weaver connected his mechanical systems, creating a bridge between all three states of being. But something unexpected happened. As the three species merged, they didn't lose their individuality. They gained new perspectives. Humans could now see energy flows like Zoraxians. Zoraxians understood physical form like humans. The Makari finally felt the organic life they had abandoned centuries ago. Europa's ice computer responded to their merger. The entire moon began to transform, becoming a massive version of their experimental chamber. The team realized the moon itself was the final key, not just a computer, but a transformation engine. As the entropy wave reached Jupiter's orbit, the transformed beings made their last discovery. The Great Three hadn't split themselves to hide from the wave. They had split themselves to evolve, to become something entirely new. And now, they were showing humanity and its allies how to do the same. But evolution had a price. To save reality, some of them would have to remain in this merged state forever, becoming the anchors for a new kind of existence, one that could withstand the entropy wave's simplification. Commander Rodriguez looked at his team, now existing in all three states simultaneously. We're not just saving our universe, he realized. We're becoming its new guardians. The entropy wave was minutes from Europa. The transformed beings had to make their final choice: who would remain merged to anchor reality, and who would return to warn the others about what was coming. The timer from the first Guardian's warning showed less than 2 days remaining. But now they knew time wasn't their real enemy. Simplicity was. The choice of worlds. The entropy wave hit Europa like a violent tsunami. But instead of destroying the moon, it crashed against an invisible barrier. The merged consciousness of humans, Zoraxians, and Makari acting as living shields. Dr. Chen, now existing in all three states of reality simultaneously, made a shocking discovery through her enhanced perception. The wave, it's not random. It's following a pattern. The same pattern as human DNA, Zoraxian energy signatures, and Makari code combined. The transformed beings watched in awe as their merged consciousness revealed the wave's true nature. It wasn't destroying reality. It was trying to communicate with it. The Great Three had discovered this eons ago, but no single form of life could understand its message. Circuit Weaver's mechanical components interfaced with Europa's ice computer, decoding the wave's pattern. It's showing us other realities, thousands of them. Each one tried to fight the wave alone. Each one failed. Through their merged state, they could see these alternate universes, one where humans had become pure energy like the Zoraxians, another where they'd chosen full mechanical conversion like the Makari. All of them failures. But their universe was different. They had chosen to merge while keeping their unique aspects. As the wave crashed against their barrier, it began changing color, from violent purple to a brilliant gold. Commander Rodriguez, his consciousness spread across the merged beings, understood first. We're not supposed to fight it or run from it. We're supposed to complete it. The wave wasn't entropy at all. It was the fourth aspect of reality, one that even the Great Three hadn't fully understood. Beyond technology, beyond life force, beyond quantum mathematics lay pure potential. The ability to rewrite reality itself. First light at dawn's energy form, pulsed with revelation. The Great Three. They weren't running an experiment. They were trying to evolve reality itself. Europa's entire surface transformed into a massive transmission array, broadcasting their merged consciousness across the galaxy. Other civilizations, watching the wave approach their worlds, received the message. Unity wasn't just about surviving, it was about transforming. But the wave's power was overwhelming their merged form. Cracks appeared in the barrier. The transformed beings faced their hardest choice yet. We need anchors, Circuit Weaver realized. Beings who will remain in this merged state permanently, keeping the bridge between realities stable. Without them, everything reverts. All worlds, all possibilities, lost. Dr. Chen looked through their merged consciousness at Earth, now glowing with the same golden light as the transformed wave. How many anchors? 3. Commander Rodriguez answered, understanding flowing through their connected minds. 1 for each aspect of the original Trinity. 3 beings to become the new Great Three. The merged consciousness split temporarily, allowing each being to choose, return to their original form to guide their species forward, or ascend to become living anchors of reality itself. The wave paused its advance, as if waiting for their decision. In their merged state, they could see the quantum possibilities branching out before them. Countless futures depending on who would step forward to become the new guardians. Earth, Mars, and Europa aligned perfectly, forming a triangle of golden light in space. The timer from their first warning showed just 24 hours remaining. Time enough for one last choice that would reshape not just their universe, but all possible universes. Legacy of 3. In the golden light of the transformed entropy wave, 3 volunteers stepped forward from the merged consciousness. Dr. Sarah Chen from Humanity, First Light at Dawn from the Zoraxians, and Circuit Weaver from the Makari. each chosen not for their power, but for their ability to understand perspectives different from their own. Together, they spoke in unison, their voices resonating across dimensions. We accept the role of anchors. The transformation began immediately. Dr. Chen's human form became living quantum mathematics, her consciousness expanding to touch every possibility. First light at dawn's energy form crystallized into pure potential, becoming a bridge between matter and energy. Circuit Weaver's mechanical body transformed into a living processor of reality itself. But something unexpected happened during their ascension. The original Great Three appeared, not as separate beings, but as echoes of their former unity. They had been waiting for this moment across millions of years. "You have succeeded where we could not," the ancient beings communicated. "We separated to understand. You unified to transform." Commander Rodriguez watched through the merged consciousness as his three companions became something beyond comprehension. Their transformation didn't just stop the entropy wave. It rewrote its purpose. The violet destruction became golden creation, spreading across the galaxy not to simplify reality, but to enrich it. The remaining merged beings made their choice too. Instead of reverting completely to their original forms, they kept a small part of their unity. Humans gained the ability to sense energy like Zoraxians. Zoraxians learned to create physical forms like humans. Mikari rediscovered their organic essence while keeping their technological advancement. Europa's ice computer displayed one final message, not in symbols or mathematics, but in pure understanding. The universe wasn't meant to be purely physical, energetic, or digital. It was meant to be all possibilities at once, held in perfect balance by those who could comprehend the whole. The new Great Three took their positions across dimensions. Dr. Chen became the guardian of possibility, watching over the paths all species could take. First light at dawn transformed into the guardian of unity, maintaining the bridges between different forms of existence. Circuit Weaver ascended as the guardian of evolution, ensuring that change would never again mean destruction. The golden wave reached Earth, but instead of destroying, it uplifted. Cities remained but gained organic elements that lived in harmony with technology. People kept their individuality but gained understanding of their connection to all things. Technology advanced but learned to flow with nature's patterns. Commander Rodriguez, returning to Earth with the others, carried a transformed understanding. The universe hadn't needed saviors, it had needed teachers. The Great Three, both old and new, hadn't orchestrated an experiment or a test, but a lesson in becoming more than the sum of one's parts. As the stars pulsed with new golden light, the timer finally stopped. But it wasn't an ending. In the depths of space, new signals appeared, other civilizations beginning their own journeys toward unity. And the new Great Three would be there to guide them, just as their predecessors had guided humanity. The story of finding the Great Three had become the story of becoming them, not through power or perfection, but through the simple human gift of seeing beyond oneself, a gift now shared across all species and all realities. In the end, humanity's greatest discovery hadn't been the Great Three at all. It had been the discovery that greatness lies not in power, but in the ability to grow beyond what you are while keeping what you were. And somewhere in the quantum fabric of existence, Dr. Sarah Chen smiled across dimensions, knowing that this was just the beginning of an even greater story.